In the early 13th century, a wind of change swept across the Eurasian steppe. This was a time and place defined by a nomadic way of life. The Mongols, a people hailing from these harsh, windswept plains, were hardened by their environment. They were hunters, herders, and skilled horsemen, navigating not just the physical challenges of the terrain, but the constant threats of tribal warfare. This was a world where survival was never guaranteed, where every day was a struggle against the elements and against each other. The steppe was a patchwork of rival tribes locked in a seemingly endless cycle of conflict and retribution. The political climate was as volatile as the weather, a storm of alliances and betrayals, victories and defeats. Into this world of chaos and conflict, a child named Temujin, who would later become Genghis Khan, was born. This was the dawn of the Mongol Empire, a chapter of history that would forever change the face of the world. Temujin's early life was marked by struggle and hardship. Born into the Borjigin clan, he faced adversity from an early age. His father was poisoned, his family was ostracized, and at just 9 years old, he was left to fend for himself and his siblings in the harsh Mongolian steppe. But it was during these trials that the seeds of a great leader were sown. Captured and enslaved by a rival tribe, Temujin's indomitable spirit shone through. He managed to escape his captors, a feat which attracted followers and marked the beginning of his rise to power. His leadership was not just born out of charisma, but also strategic brilliance. He restructured the Mongol military, breaking up the tribal hierarchy and grouping soldiers into units of tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. This structure allowed for fluidity and quick communication, a key ingredient in his recipe for military success. But his genius was not confined to the battlefield. Temujin, now known as Genghis Khan, created a code of laws known as Yasa. This code was revolutionary for its time, promoting order and discipline while also granting religious freedom and supporting trade. It was a binding force that unified the Mongol tribes, transforming them from a collection of warring factions into a cohesive, powerful entity. Genghis Khan's rise to power was a tale of resilience and innovation. Despite his humble beginnings and the myriad of challenges he faced, he managed to unite the Mongol tribes under a single banner. His military strategies were ingenious, his code of law was progressive, and his vision was unerring. His leadership style was strict, but fair. He demanded discipline from his soldiers, but he also rewarded them generously. This combination of strictness and generosity earned him not just the fear, but also the respect and loyalty of his men. Genghis Khan's innovative strategies and strict discipline transformed a group of warring tribes into the most formidable military power of the time. His rise from a life of hardship to the ruler of the largest contiguous empire in history is a testament to his enduring legacy. The death of Genghis Khan in 1227 did not mean the end of the Mongol Empire. Quite the contrary, the empire continued to flourish and expand under the rule of his descendants, reaching its peak in the late 13th century. This was an empire of unprecedented scale, covering the vast majority of Eurasia. His sons and grandsons, notably Kublai Khan, pushed the empire's boundaries further, from the steppes of Russia to the heart of the Middle East, and even as far as the fringes of Western Europe. The Mongol Empire, at its zenith, was the largest contiguous land empire in history, a feat unmatched to this very day. But the true legacy of Genghis Khan extends well beyond territorial conquest. His reign marked the dawn of a new era in global history, fostering a period of intense cultural and economic exchange. The establishment of the Silk Road, a network of trade routes linking Asia with Europe, was one of the most significant outcomes of this era. It served as a conduit for the flow of goods, ideas, and cultures, from the lustrous silks of China to the intricate tapestries of Persia, and even the philosophical treatises of the ancient Greeks. Under Mongol rule, cities and trade centers flourished, literacy rates skyrocketed, and a unique blend of cultures emerged. The Mongols were instrumental in facilitating the exchange of scientific knowledge, technological innovations, and artistic traditions between the East and the West. The Mongol Empire's political impact was equally profound. Genghis Khan's code of laws, known as Yasa, introduced a level of order and discipline that was hitherto unseen. It served as a model for subsequent legal codes and influenced the development of modern jurisprudence. Even today, the legacy of Genghis Khan continues to shape the world. His empire, which at its peak stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the heart of Europe, serves as a testament to the power of vision, leadership, and relentless determination. It is a reminder of the remarkable influence one man can wield, and of the indelible mark he can leave on the course of human history.